If you have nothing to offer, leave people alone. Chad Black.
Yeah, man. People be doing a lot. Like people got demons. People have demons. People be going through a lot. People be on their own journey. And sometimes we're gullible for certain things. Like, yo, I'm over here on my solo journey. I'm good. I'm by myself. I'm figuring myself out. And then this person comes along and you tell them everything about you. Like, look, I'm looking for something real. I'm looking for something to expand with, to grow with. I want family. I want kids. I want this and I want that. And this person is telling you what they want. And you have no intentions to provide those things, to add value to those things, to be a better person, to help this person. Just leave them alone. It's enough raggediness out here for you to benefit off of what you want. It's somebody out here that want exactly what you want. And fair exchange is no robbery. But if you don't have nothing to offer, leave a person alone.
Nobody's leaving that bag. That's like a bag. That's like a bag. You see something beautiful. You see something with a kind heart that you know is good for you, but you know you can't provide it what it needs, but you know you could spend it up.
For sure.
You're not trying to keep it.
Sure.
You're trying to use that bag, and that's kind of what it's the equivalent of. Who's just going to pass up $1 million sitting in a bag?
You killed that. I didn't even think about it in that perspective, but when you think about it, it's like this is helpful to the statistics of people getting their windows busted, text messages getting sent to the girlfriends and DMs because you took away a person's choice. You didn't give a person a choice to make the decision. Some people want to be a sneaky link. Some people don't want to be in a relationship. You take away a person's choice or opportunity to pick what they want to do, and they go on Instagram and you hugging your wife or you hugging your husband, they gonna blow your whole spot up because you didn't give them the opportunity to make a decision of what they want. So if you don't have, or you're not adding any value to somebody, leave them alone. Leave them alone. If my tire is busted and I'm on the side of the road, if you don't have AAA, you don't know how I fix a flat, you ain't trying to push me down the street, you ain't trying to help me use your cell phone to call a tow truck, leave me alone.
But it's a Mercedes. You gotta at least drive it on 3 wheels.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. It's so important to leave people alone sometimes. And it's very hard because life is about balance, and we gotta pick and choose when we're gonna be newsy, when we're gonna mind our business. And sometimes it's very hard. But when you know you gotta ain't nothing I can do. So you might could be able to do something, but when you know for sure, this is what we talk about. Me and you talk about intentions. When you know you don't have nothing to give this, you iceberg lettuce value to this at all. Leave me alone. That's it. Leave people alone.
I like that one. I had to bring that one up. Okay, this is another one that's similar to something that I say. You can't critique what you can't create. But you had, if you about to start hating, remember you ain't got it, you ain't do it, you don't know, and realize they're living their dreams while you talk about them. Chad Black.
What value do you have to criticize what I'm doing? Have you done it? Are you doing it? So what do you like how can you give me an opinion, because it's really hate and people. So I get so passionate about this, but opinions, everybody, it's like a butthole, everybody got one, right? So we mask our hate with opinions, but our opinions is based off of hate or the lack of knowledge to be able to give somebody what you believe. And sometimes it's not even warranted. Nobody even asks you.
Kind of like, are you giving feedback? Feedback is always good. Or are you just judging it because it reflects back to you that you're not doing enough?
And it has to come with love. You know, Dante is my best friend, so we talk all the time. But I get a pass to be able to be a harsh critic or something. I still come in with love. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm coming with love. Here's the love right here. It's love. It's all love. It's all love. Why are you doing it this way? Is it a particular reason? Do you have something else brewing to this to make this way? Because if not, I got enough idea. But if you're doing that way, because sometimes it could be all part of a plan. You coming in with your intentions to hate. It's just like before I try to make an ass out of myself, you know, ass assume is to make an ass out of you and me. I have to ask a question first. I have to ask, you know, prime example, me and you, I tell you, hey, don't take the keys out the house, leave them in the house. I come in the house, the key's not there. I call you, why the F you ain't leave the keys in the house? Da, 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 da. You're like, oh, well, I left them in the mailbox for you. Now you gotta apologize. So how I try to direct my energies is like, hey, was there a reason, you didn't leave the keys? Because when you start to ask questions, you start to get the answers, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Because versus snapping out on a person, shooting first, ask questions later, it doesn't always work that way. So if I have an opinion, I ask, hey, I'm calling you because I've seen your post, and I want to give you an opinion based on what I've seen. Are you available for this? Because you might be like, I don't care what you guys say. This is why I did it, because I wanted to do it. This is my journey, and I did it. I just jumped and did it. You might not always need my opinion, so you got to be careful. Because sit down and ask yourself, why are you making this call? So, yeah, I love that quote, too. I forgot about that. I got to be, man.
You better get up on these Chad Black quotes. They're kind of fire.
For sure, because what happens is, I don't like, me being a content creator, I see people that post the same things over and over again. Like, recycle it next week, post it again 3 days later, 2 hours later. I don't like doing that. I only like to create new creative stuff. So I have to be reminded by people like you that tell me 3, 4, 5 weeks later when I check my view reshares, like, oh, dang, I said this 6 months ago. And I got to get better with that. I got to find a way how to keep it current and still look at the old stuff. But yeah, I forgot about that. I write stuff so fast and be done with it.
So, because it probably comes supernatural once you exercise a muscle so much, it just comes to you.
I'm super present. I think that's the thing. I'm super present. So what allows me to be present, well, not what allows me to be present, but while being present, you're able to see things and notice things and look at things. And I think one of my greatest attributes is the fact that I can create a lesson out of anything. I can create an analogy out of anything. So as life is going on, I'm able to create new content based upon being present versus sitting in the basement thinking, what will I come up with next? I think that's much more harder for me. So I like to just be present.
Quick question. This is for me. Mm-hmm. What type of student were you?
Gifted. I'm not a book guy. I don't like to read books in the way of learning what they want to teach me. I only read books of things that I want to learn, which is bad. But I'm very hands-on. So me, Dante and I went to a vocational school in Philadelphia, and we did carpentry. So I learned by actually doing, and I learned by messing up and fixing and realizing how I messed up and learning from there. I'm not a bookworm guy where I can read, isosceles triangle based upon the teaching of a book. I learned it by a teacher bringing a triangle or whatever, and showing me the degrees. So I'm a very visual and hands-on learner.
Okay, cool.